Hello, beautiful. Welcome to No Rest for the Vivid podcast. My name is Claire Hill, self-belief and business coach and founder of the Vivid Business Club and your host for the next 20 odd minutes. And I'll be honest with you. I'm going to be dead honest with you right now. I may cut this episode short because I can't stop thinking about the spag bowl that is waiting for me in my fridge and I'm hungry. This episode is about productivity, by the way, and I'm staying really disciplined and productive, and I'm going to reward myself with recording this episode with the spag bowl I cooked last night from the fridge. I am such a massive believer in leftovers for lunch. Hands up. If you are watching it, before I go on, if you have a love for leftovers for lunch, can you drop a comment for me, please? If you're watching this or listening to this on Spotify, so easy, or even YouTube, tell me, do you love leftovers for lunch? I want to know what your favourite leftovers for lunch is. Right? Now, the other thing that I want to say is I've been watching you, those of you in the US of A. I can see you listening. Thank you very much. This episode is dedicated to all of you in the USA, and I want to know where you are. Who are you? Tell me what bit of America you are listening from, or the USA. Me and Hannah, my assistant who helps me with the podcast, we've been looking, and the numbers in the USA of listeners is really growing. So tell me what bit of America you're in, and tell me, do you understand what leftovers for lunch means? Oh, I love a leftover. Love it. I just can't stop thinking about this spaghetti bolognese, but even though I can get very, very easily distracted by the leftovers I have for lunch, this episode is dedicated to the saviour of all productivity, the hero behind every distraction, and the power that I am giving to you in your back pocket. I know. I'm so generous. I'm literally giving you this for free. You can download your copy or get your copy by following the link below, and there's going to be a book on it. And you're all like, what are you talking about, Claire? I need to know what this power is. Okay. It's called the KickStart Formula, trademark, TM, and it's mine. Don't copy it, anybody. It is mine, and it is a very, very old little process system framework formula, because that's what it's called, KickStart Formula, that I have been using for almost 20 years. Might be 20 years, actually. I could have started using it in my A-levels, actually. I think I did. So where the hell I came up with it, I don't know. And I've not really appreciated its power until very recently. So when I created the Productivity Academy, which is my absolute banging course on productivity, but not only how to increase your productivity, it also dives into why doubt gets in the way of productivity. And if you nail the little tweaks that I teach you about, you actually become instantly productive overnight, like instantly more productive. I sell this at doubling your productivity, but I reckon it could triple or even quadruple your productivity levels. I'm not even joking. And the reason I know this is because every single thing in that course I use myself. I teach it to all my clients. I teach it to the members in the Vivid Business Club. Well, some of them are in the Productivity Academy, but I teach anyway, that's a long story. As a member of the Vivid Business Club, you get access to a lot of productivity tools, but the full suite, the full unleashing of beautiful power is in the Productivity Academy. And so the Productivity Academy is just your one-stop shop to support you, especially if you've got ADHD, especially if you're a mum or a dad, a parent, especially if you run a business. I mean, the course is good for anybody. So even if you don't run a business, you're going to learn a lot. Like, you learn how to control time. I'm not joking, right? Yesterday, I was rushing around. I do this so much because my doubt takes over and goes, you haven't got enough time for anything. You can't do it all. Da, 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 da. And then I just was like, hold your horses. I'm in control of time. If I believe in Einstein's theory of time, which I do, that time is not linear, I can bend and flex it however I like. Some of you are probably going, what the frig is she talking about? She's literally bending my mind. Maybe it is time that I bent your mind. But my point is that as soon as you slow down, time slows down. And you always end up with enough time for everything. If you would love to learn more about this, you want my Productivity Academy course. And I had a photo shoot. For those of you on YouTube, if this becomes a reel, I had a photo shoot last week and I found this in Tesco, right? It's a frigging sand timer. I don't know if you can hear that. And it is so mesmerising. So my photographer, Laura, she was like, if you had said to me that you were going to Tesco's to pick up props and then you came back with a sand timer, I wouldn't have believed you, but I did. And it's brand colours. Oh my God, I love it. I feel like I'm in charge of time just by holding it. But that's going to annoy me though, so I'm just going to put it back. I just love it so much. So anyway, I can slow time down and I teach you how to do the same in the Productivity Academy, as well as how your doubt and what bits of your doubt and your imposter syndrome and your fear are getting in the way of your productivity, as well as really like specific tools that you can implement. And the course is broken up into nice little chunks that you can watch on your phone or on your laptop, whatever's good. And you can listen to it as well. It's like, you can just listen to it in the background. It's very easy to implement the stuff. I'm a really good teacher, but the best thing about how I teach is that I support you to take action. And what's coming for the Productivity Academy is another bonus. So when you sign up, you are getting 12 months access to live Q&A sessions with me every single month starting in November. I'm just thinking, what day is this going out? Let me just look at my plan that I created because of the Productivity Academy. Yeah, so it starts next month, starts in November. So as soon as you join up, you get access to that bonus. And what will happen is that you get a month to watch that month's Q&A session, and then it will go away and then it comes back and goes away. So you always have access to one, but just one going. And then after the 12 months, if you want to carry on getting these live, then you just have to pay a little bit of money. But you get a year. So you get a year to really, all of that support to implement these amazing strategies and tools into your life. So freaking proud of it, as well as 2 other bonuses. So if you're interested, go and watch the product. Well, don't go and watch. Go to the website clairehill.uk/academy and use the code Claire CLAIRE 33 to get 33% off. Now, that obviously you got to pay for, because I'm giving you a code. But this that I'm going to talk about now, the KickStart Formula, is a taster of what's inside the Productivity Academy. And it is the tool that I have used for years to keep me grounded and anchored into my day. And it follows a really simple 1, 2, 3 step. 1, 2, 3. 3 actions that will transform your whole day and anchor in to what you want to achieve, why you want to achieve it, as well as combat distractions. Imagine sitting down at your desk and knowing exactly what you need to do next. So I'm going to show you this in real life because, do you know, I've crossed out. No, I can't. I can't show you because what I've done is I've tidied up my to-do list and I've put them all in the bin, because once I do one, I get rid of it. Now, usually I do use my whiteboard sometimes because I feel like having it all crossed out actually is still a little bit of a sensory overload for me, because I can see it all crossed out, but it does basically look like this. So this is a to-do list for me. And as you can see, there's a list, I've highlighted some stuff pink. I've highlighted the orange. I can actually get rid of that because that was for the team meeting I've just finished with my amazing team, Hannah and Suze. But I've got little tags. So when my my book is closed, I've got my little tags. Also, a tip: yellow paper helps you stay more focused. So everything I write on is always yellow. So I have before Thailand because I'm going on holiday Sunday. I can't wait. And then I've got after Thailand there. And so I brain dumps. The first step is you brain dump everything that you need to do. Anything that's in your head. Everything. Like, so stuff for the house, stuff for the family, the dogs, the cats, whatever. Everything. You write all of it down. Then you go through and prioritise what must be done in the next day, like that day. And only highlight that, right? All of the pink is what this. So this is my list of before I go to Thailand, and I didn't want to add anything else to this list. And so at the moment, today I've had back-to-back meetings, and I'm recording podcasts, and I've got a podcast interview after this recording. So I've not actually got time to do any of the stuff on this list. So that's okay. I've planned that in tomorrow and Friday, full on CEO admin days. So I am so prepared. I'm so on top of things because of the Productivity Academy. Anyway, so I write down all of the things. Now, you might not be able to see this, but there is little numbers next. So the first step, I write everything down. Second step, I highlight in pink. You can choose whatever colour you want. I highlight what is really important to do that day, that must be done that day. Not, I'd love to do it that day. What must be done that day, right? And then I write a number next to each one in the order that I am going to do it. The key about that ordering is starting with the stuff that you don't want to do the most, because then, and again, I teach this in the Productivity Academy, because you are going to release more dopamine the easier the jobs get as you go down the line. So it's really important to do the worst first. You will get a lot more confidence in yourself and self-trust by doing it like that. So this KickStart formula: 1, brain dump; 2, highlight what needs to be done that day; 3, prioritise from worst first up to best of what you need to do, unless there's a time limit on it, of course. And then when you get distracted, or you have a meeting, or the kids, like the worst thing, you're trying to do some work and then you have a child talking in your face, mummy, like Jackson this morning. Oh my God. I said, darling, you've literally said mummy 200 times. It's only 7 o'clock. Mummy. My brain splits in half. I cannot focus on the business and be a mum. So I can't do both. But if I have to, so say if he gets home from school and there's just an email that I want to write, not need to, but I want to do it. He's playing with his toys. He's not interested in me anyway, or he's watching the TV or whatever after school. I can then go, where did I finish? I finished on number 3. Number 4 must be next. I don't have any of this floating around like a plastic bag time. Like, what am I supposed to be doing? I'm really lost. I know exactly what action I need to take. Now, in this freebie that I have created for you that you can go and get right now, it's there. Well, one, I wanted to create for myself because even though this is my formula, my doubt still gets in the way and stops me from doing this sometimes. So I wanted to create like a talk through, pep talk, like instructions. So all I have to think about, 1% factor. Again, I talk about that in the Productivity Academy. The 1% factor is I just have to listen to my voice, or I need to listen or read a resource. So there's a printout for you. You can print that out and go through it step by step. And it's a direct transcript of what I've said in the audio and the video. So it's totally up to you. However best you learn and receive information, you get to choose how you receive it. And the other good thing about this is that if you're out and about, say you go on a CEO date, which I really would recommend, take yourself to a lovely cafe, enjoy a gorgeous cup of coffee while you've got your laptop out, listen to the cafe sounds, helping you be more productive. if you're out and about, you may not have access to the printout or the video, but you can listen to the audio. So this is about using the KickStart formula in a way that meets your needs and works best with how you work in your business, embracing that magic that you are, embracing the most vivid version of yourself, but also supporting yourself to build that trust, build that self-belief, knock doubt over the head, and get on with what you are supposed to be doing. And that is growing the business of your dreams. The KickStart formula supports you with that because you're not lost in your direction. You're anchored in to your day. And the pivotal thing about the KickStart formula and why my book is going to be about it. I haven't got very long to finish my book, but I'm going to. But the reason I can write a book about it is because of the impact it has on my confidence, the impact it has on the trust in myself, and that without it, I do float around like a plastic bag. I need that daily habit to anchor me in to what I am here to do. And sometimes if I don't do that, my doubt gets the better of me and distracts me and gets me procrastinating, and I get back into that old procrastination loop. With this, the KickStart formula stops all of that. And it just streamlines my whole process of the day. I can see what I can achieve. I feel good about it. I feel so productive. I feel accomplished at the end of the day. And that gives me energy, which allows me to then engage in my chatterbox son, engage in conversation with my husband, because I think sometimes at the end of the day, I used to feel, if I'm not used to KickStart formula, I feel drained because I feel like I've just not done enough. Whereas with this, I've done enough because usually the to-do list is pretty small. And the best thing is once you feel you've done that and you feel accomplished, then the next you're like, actually, that's for tomorrow. I could do that now. Could I do it in 20 minutes? Yes. Another thing that I teach in the Productivity Academy about timers and helping them to make you more productive. So I feel like, am I giving my best kept secret away for free? Is that what people are supposed to do? But I just really want you to have the best day possible. And I feel like, I know this does sound ridiculous, but I feel like I'm a bit nasty not to share it. So I was like, do you know what? I'm just going to share it. I really do feel like it's my secret to success, the KickStart formula, and how I can stay so productive. And the reason for that is I use it in every element of my life. So you will find that every single day you can implement the KickStart formula, and it becomes so natural once you're applying the habit. You won't need the audio for forever. You won't need to watch the video. You won't need the printout. It's going to become part of you in your practice, so that at the weekend, say for example, you've got a kids club and you've got to do some shopping and you've got to do like some sorting out in the house, or you've got to go see some friends, you've got to go visit your mum or whatever. You can create the KickStart formula for that so that you are always making progress, because confidence comes from getting in the messy middle and making progress. And this sets you up to thrive in that progress. Absolutely. And you'll be like, now I'm cooking gas. Whoop, whoop. So, couple of things I just want to summarize. 1, get your KickStart formula for completely free by following the link below. 2, do you know what is your favorite leftovers for lunch? And 3, if you are in the US of A, please comment and tell me where you are. Tell me. And before I wrap up, before I wrap up, I'm just going to carry on. But I would really love you to share this episode with someone that you think would benefit from the KickStart formula. If they're very busy and they feel like they're just chasing their tail all the time, this is what this freebie is designed for, those people that deserve that calmness that being productive can bring you. And also on Monday is my next episode about your Q&As, what questions you've got in your business. If you also have a question, add that to the comments too. You can comment on Spotify or YouTube, and don't forget to follow and subscribe. There you go. That's the end of my notices. Oh, and don't forget another one. Use the code Claire, CLAIRE 33 for 33% off of the Productivity Academy. Okay, have a wonderful day wherever you are. If you're listening to this on the day it goes out, I'm sitting on the beach in Thailand, enjoying the first part of my 40th birthday celebrations. Yes, have it. Enjoy. Speak to you soon.